person that I'd like to introduce is our treasurer, our association treasurer, Rick Eckert. He does a lot of work for our group, and he's made a lot of contributions. He is a fantastic asset, and we're glad to have him here today. His son is now stationed over in Iraq. This small portion is in tribute to all of the Blue families, all of the people who have members who are serving presently. Rick, come on up. Let's have a big hand for Rick Eckert, please.
Thank you. Happy Independence Day. 234 years of freedom. You know, has everybody seen the movie Braveheart? There's a line towards the end of that movie where our friend Mel is going to lose his life, and he has an opportunity to say something to save himself. And rather than do that, he utters one word. Everybody remember that word? Freedom!
Thank you.
Freedom. That's what we're all about. I'm here to talk to you for a quick second about our defenders of freedom. I'm here to talk to you as a military dad. Our son Jim is currently stationed in Baghdad at Sather Air Base. He has 42 days left in his deployment, but who's counting? We pray each day for his safe return. I want to take just a moment to give you a little bit of that history. You can get a sense of the sacrifice that is made by these men and women and their families. Jim's a staff sergeant with security forces in the 177th Air Fighter Wing of the New Jersey Air National Guard. Actually, he's a reservist. He joined at age 18, completed boot camp in November of 2000. He thought he'd be a weekend warrior. 10 months later was 9/11. We were attacked, and Jim was called for duty that night. Our house was turned upside down. We had no idea what to expect. He had no idea what to expect. He was told to report for duty. He just completed his first week of college and was forced to suspend that, spent the better part of the next 2 years on active duty at the 177th home base in Pomona, New Jersey, working 12-hour days, 6 days a week. Life for Jim would have to wait. He was called again for duty in 2003, the beginning of the Iraq War. Spent 6 months at a forward base on the island of Crete supporting air missions into Iraq at the start of the war. Again, life would wait. After that deployment and after 4 years of his life, he was finally able to revert to reserve status and return to school as a 23-year-old freshman. He completed school and began to pursue his career. This past February, he was called again for duty. His current mission, he's 28 years old. Again, life is put on hold. I share this with you to show you the tremendous sacrifice that the men and women of our armed forces are asked to make. Jim is a reservist. He did not volunteer for these deployments, and frankly, this wasn't what he expected when he signed up. None of us did. But he always knew that potential was there, so he reports, he does his duty with professionalism and enthusiasm. Last time out, I asked him, I said, Jim, how do you do it? He said, Dad, I don't know, I just do. That's the attitude of our men and women in uniform. So having seen Jim off on his last 2 deployments, we've seen firsthand the disruption that this causes families, their fear and anxiety, the uncertainty. We felt it ourselves. I've seen men leave behind expectant wives, babies in strollers, toddlers clinging to young mothers who are trying desperately to show courage as their loved ones leave. Parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, girlfriends and boyfriends all trying to hold it together. And yet, in the face of all this, these men and women do their duty. They don't complain, they don't question, they say yes sir, and go about their business. We're so fortunate and blessed to have them willing to serve in defense of our freedom. We must also remember that it is their families that serve as well. So today I'm going to be introducing some Blue Star families. What I want to leave you with is the importance of supporting them along with their loved ones who serve. For those serving, I've learned how important it is to their safety. for them to know that we're 100% behind them here at home. They must be focused and have a clear mind to stay safe during duty. They can't be wondering or worrying what's happening with their families back at home. For that to be possible, we, the rest of us, must also support their families. Organizations such as those that were just represented by Chris and Rich, and many others provide a vital role, and we ask that you support them as well. So on behalf of my son, to all the Blue Star families that are here with us today, and to those of you who have served or are serving, thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you.
So now I'd like to introduce you to some of our Blue Star families and some of their family members who are serving here today. First, we want to introduce Staff Sergeant Jessica Hartranft, United States Army 82nd Airborne. Jessica. Staff Sergeant Hahn enlisted in a split ops program with the National Guard. She went to basic training in the summer of 11th grade. And the day after graduation, she was on her way to advanced training and was part of the 228th Medical Unit out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. She then enlisted into the Army and went to Germany to be part of a 512 transport group. She joined security and was a gunner. While in Taji, Iraq, she spoke with soldiers from the 82nd, and after Iraq went to jump school at Fort Benning and the MP school at Fort Leonard Wood. She then was a garrison MP at Fort Sill, and in December 2009, went to the 82nd Airborne and is currently an MP. Jessica is also working on her college education. That's a pretty full job. Jessica, thank you. Second, and I think this is Jessica's brother, Staff Sergeant John Hartranft, United States Army 141 Infantry Recon. Is John here? Not here? Okay. I'll just briefly give you this for John, and then I want to introduce his mother and their mother. Staff Sergeant John Hartranft signed up for delayed entry to the National Guard to become an MP. Left the day after graduation to start his military career. Upon completion of MP training, was part of the 28th MP unit and was a gunner on his tour of duty in Ramadi, Iraq from 2005 to 2006, a dangerous time. Enlisted into the Army Infantry to continue his career, and currently is at Fort Bliss in an infantry recon unit with hopes of possibly going to Ranger School. This guy gets it done. While in the military, he's also working on his college degree. The mother of the Hartranfts, Karen McNear. Is Karen here? Please stand, Karen. Thank you. Looks like we have another set of brothers here.